We are in the time portal. Ooh. Okay, so let's call in the guides as you hear the bell fade away. Call in all the loving and compassionate spirit guides and spirit helpers to please be with us here today. And you can have your eyes closed or half open, staring at this clock. And let's just for a moment start thinking about time. Now, there's many feelings that may come with time. There may be a feeling of lack, like there's not enough. There may be this feeling of rushing, like the clock is ticking down. There may be this void when there's too much time. Sometimes when there's too much time, we get nothing done because there's no pressure or measurement of time. And so feel into your relationship with time. Time is simply energy. Where has your relationship with time been recently? What does it look like? What does it feel like? And so now, as we look at this wheel, these gadgets, these numbers, we realize that time is a human construct and that it doesn't actually exist because everything is happening and not happening all at once, all here. Everything is within you and you can feel into it. You are safe because there's plenty of time, because there's no time. And whatever happens will happen because it wants to happen. And whatever doesn't want to happen won't happen because it's not the right time. And whatever time you made it to this video, just let all of that go and understand that you are here at the right time. You're always at the right time. And so think about what your desired relationship with time is. Maybe you already have a great relationship with time. But let's think about what we desire. Oh man, I love having the freedom to, the ability to, the choice to allow myself to do what I want to do in this moment. I desire and I love allowing other people to do what's right for them in every moment because it makes me so happy to give them this gift of time so that they can be fully themselves and fully where they need to be. And I love time traveling. And so one of the keys we need to time travel is that we need to be able to identify and express our needs more clearly. Because as we learn to identify and express our needs more clearly, we don't have to go back in time to clean up our mess as much or to go send information back. But we do have the space and time in the moment. Every moment is a new moment, and we can take that moment to do things differently. We have the choice in all moments. If you feel like you don't have the choice, if you feel like you can't say no, these are feelings, which means they're human constructed, and which means they might be attached to a ghost, because you are always safe to say no, and you are always safe to do whatever you want to do. Because the only thing you need to do right now is continue to breathe. What is a need, really? And what is a desire? Desires are the sexy spark of life. So we're gonna work on expressing needs and desires and get clear on the difference and understand how they sometimes come off as expectations, but there is no such thing as an expectation. So here's the thing, is that there's no such thing as an expectation. There's only an inability to express a need or a desire. And once you realize that, you can settle into this harmonic system. Okay, so we're gonna share. Just sit there for a moment. And just feel into this harmonic system. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes, or if they're already open, you can take a look here. Okay, so this is, needs and expectations. Some people might feel that this is a little intense, but I think it's exciting because I'm intense, right? Yeah, so with needs and expectations, one thing that's happened is that most of us haven't been modeled how to identify our needs or how to clearly express our needs. So we're all just kind of like acting like 2-year-olds. We're like in this phase where we're just like, it's clunky. And so it's not going to be perfect. And I say that because I feel universally that is true. We're still in this like clunky place, and we're moving past that. And we get to practice that. And obviously it's easier to do this kind of thing in more simple situations. But when you're feeling really triggered, or you really have a lot of stuff going on, or a lot of trauma coming up, it's not as easy, right? So let's take a look at this. So here we go. We got some universal truths. Okay, so truth. There is no such thing as an expectation. There is only an inability to express needs. Okay? And so you are always able to say no. Okay? Always able to. And if you feel unsafe to say no, look at it internally within yourself, because it's some sort of trauma thing happening that's causing you to not feel safe. It's always within. Okay, and a fuck yes is a yes, and anything but a fuck yes is a no, and a no equals no, not right now. Okay, and then there's also, you are always able to say no, but how safe are you allowing it for other people to say no? Safety to say no is within themselves, but also we can help them feel safe and more safe to say no to us. And so how easily do you accept a no? So on the left here, we've got needs, right? So what is a need? A need is a clearly expressed need, and it feels good to you and others. And it's about yourself, okay? And on this side, we have expectations. A need expressed unclearly. That's all an expectation is a need expressed unclearly. So it's just an unexpressed need. There are no expectations, okay? So let's change this paradigm. But when it comes out as an expectation, it does feel gross for both people because you expressed it about the other person and not about yourself, okay? Okay, so now we're going to look at the harmonic system and the disharmonic system. We're going to look at truth and false realities and what happens. And as we go through this, you can kind of think of your own situations and you can keep this as a resource for yourself for later, okay? So here we've got the expressing role and the receiving role. So in the harmonic system, the core belief when you're expressing a role is that my needs are important and I am responsible for ensuring my needs are met. Thoughts and feelings are, I am safe to express my needs. It is okay if the other person says no because my inner needs are truly met. Actions. This person holds their own needs as important until they are clearly expressed and understood and expresses needs about themselves. And the results are allows for, whoops, that's supposed to be no. Okay, allows for no in the present moment and accepts this no as a no, not right now, and allows space for this to change if it wants to at a later time. And some things that you can say are totally cool with the no, let me know if that changes. No is a completely acceptable answer, and I'm wondering if I'm expressing clearly or authentically. And then you can restate something, okay? And when you're receiving someone's need in the harmonic system, as in this whole truth area, right? So your core belief is there is no such thing as an expectation, simply an inability to express needs. It is always safe to say no. Safety to say no to someone's needs comes from within myself. Your thoughts and feelings might be, the needs of this other person are important to me, and I want to show that I am safe to be vulnerable with. And your actions, because of those thoughts and beliefs, are that you hear the expectations as an unclear need and you seek to more fully understand before responding. And the result of this is that you feel safe to say no. Okay, so in the false reality, this is what happens. So we have expressing roles and receiving role, right? And so when you're in the expressing, when you're expressing a need and it comes off as an expectation, right? This is what happens in the false reality. So what's happening is your core beliefs are, my needs are not important. Others don't care about my needs. Others are responsible for ensuring my needs are met. The thoughts and feelings are fear of unmet needs. The actions then become expresses own need as something about the other person. And the result is we got fight, right? Pushes need onto the other person even stronger. We've got flight. Oh, maybe my needs aren't important now anyway. And then we've got freeze. Shuts down and is in shock that the other person doesn't care about their needs. And in the receiving role, right, we've got core beliefs. So if someone's, so we got core beliefs, and here we go. So these beliefs are, if someone else's needs are met, then mine won't be met. If someone else expresses their needs, I won't get a chance to express mine. If someone else's needs are important, mine are not. Other people are responsible for asking me about my needs first. Thoughts, feelings. Fear of my own unmet needs and fear of the unmet needs of others whom I want to make happy. And the actions then are here's needs as expectations because of this fear, right? And then the feeling, because of that fear, is a feeling that it's unsafe to say no. And so, what I would like you to do for a moment is just kind of soak that in, the difference there. So, being in the disharmonic or harmonic system, there are two people in a the connection goes both ways. So it is both people have a responsibility of getting into the harmonic system based on their role. But what I want to be clear with this is that look how this fear and the beliefs of lack have trickled down into this feeling of it's unsafe to say no. So that stems from a belief, not that you're actually unsafe with the other person. And if you are unsafe for real with the other person, then you probably shouldn't be having or trying to have a compassionate conversation. If you don't feel that they're a safe person, you should probably just walk away. So, and no judgment. I've definitely been there. So, and the same with here, when you're expressing a need, a lot of this comes from this fear that your needs aren't important, and then it turns into all this other stuff, and this whole false reality is a self-fulfilling a self-fulfilling situation. Because if you look here on the left in the harmonic system, this is truth. These beliefs and this stuff, this is truth. So I just want you to sit with that and feel into what's truth for you and what's truth for other people and how we can be safe for everyone by being safe for ourselves. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Spirit Helpers, for being here with us today in our healing. We return you back to the spirit world where you can be of the most service. And thanks, dude, for checking in today, and see you later.